South Africa. Okay. Um, in today's show, we are going to be talking to Sister Mamohale. She's a woman in politics. As we know that South Africa's landscape is as it is because of women that also decided to take up arms and play a huge role in shaping the political sphere of the country. And we know that in parliament, women are well represented, and in different various ministries, women are also playing a role in championing change. And a person is joining us today, and that is Sister Mamohale Moloi. She is the Chief Whip of the African National Congress in the Council for the Sidibeng District Municipality. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to Salam Media.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and thank you for the invite. I feel very welcome chatting to you, Sister Sakina. Me and you go a way back, so I am quite comfortable and feel at home to be chatting to you today. Thank you for inviting me.
No, shukran. I feel so honored that you agreed to the interview, and as you know, you are one of my women crushes.
Yes,
I'm
likewise.
I am
Likewise.
continuously following you and just drawing inspiration from so much, like that we do. And I remember once we just had like one long 2-hour chat on WhatsApp about
True,
everything that you do and everything that you
true.
experience. So let's
Yes,
just get to the business of the day, inshallah.
inshallah.
And I was just looking at your bio. It's quite an impressive bio. I won't
Okay.
read all of it. I'll just take a few things there, and then as we go along the interview, we'll discuss them. And just in short, Sister Mamohale Moloi from Mahulukwe, Mafatleng Royal Council, her professional mission is to be among those that lead and pioneer that seamless road towards transformative business unusual. Her professional experience is multi-diversified in different sectors such as chemical industry, an institution of higher learning, the legislature, and provincial government, with an inclination gravitating towards overall human capital and the transformation thereof. This experience has exposed her to dealing with production planning, finances, and remuneration, human resource development, learning facilitation, tutoring, labor relations research, and rapid response service delivery intervention. So, those are just some of the things that Sister Mamo is busy with. And let's get into it. I want you to elaborate on this transformative business unusual. What drives this passion?
Okay, thank you, Sakina, for the question. I am all about transformation because we know that even culture is something that is constantly transforming, something that is constantly evolving. I mean, we're always told that we need to think out of the box. But what I'm saying is that what if there's no box? Like you've read, my professional mission is to be amongst those that lead and pioneer that seamless road towards a transformative business unusual. But I just want to start with to be amongst. What does it mean to be amongst? Is that I am part of the collective because there is power in unity. And unpacking this mission properly, in answering your question, is that when we come to leading, I did a Google search. There are about 2,320,000 results on the search engine about leadership. And there are about 86,600 results on the search engine about followership. And I need to ask you, Sister Sakina, as an interviewer on the other side, to say, why do you think that there are more results on leadership than they are on followership. And we are told that to be a great leader, you need to be a great follower. And when it comes to also unpacking, my mission is that what does it mean to be a pioneer? It means one must enter into uncharted territory by demonstrating leadership and resilience, breaking barriers, breaking new grounds, and thinking processes. When it comes to this transformative, this transformation agenda, we need to talk about transformation, but we need to be the transformation that we need to see. And, transformation, I use it as, part of the um professional mission. But to simplify it, transformation is just the change. It is all the change. Be the change that you desire to be. And the business unusual. Business unusual, for one to be an advocate for a transformation, you have to go about it only with business unusual. I mean, for now, if you were to apply for a job, and when you go into that particular job, an administration job, Sister Sakina, and you go there, you find a type writing machine, like those old traditional typewriters and a photocopy machine, you'll seriously get lost. And, you find a fax machine. I mean, where are you going to even start? So this transformation is something that stems from there. There is a story that I just want to narrate. A while back, they say there were some soldiers somewhere overseas who were told that they needed to stand behind a bench in a park. This had happened for decades and decades. And as they changed shifts, standing behind this bench, there was one who was just an iconoclast. He questioned one of his superiors, and he wanted to know that, I mean, since I came into the military, I see people that stand behind this empty bench
Mhm.
throughout these shifts. But I need to know, why is it that we stand behind this empty bench? What is the reason? And no one knew why they stand behind these empty shifts. And one of the seniors, this thing bothered him. And, he went and did some research and the tradition, because he wanted to know what was the tradition behind standing behind this
Behind
empty
the bench.
bench.
Mhm.
And he discovered that one day the bench had been freshly painted many decades ago, and there was an instruction that one soldier should just stand behind it so to avoid people sitting on a wet paint. And that was the only decision. Imagine all these decades, there was not even a single curious person, but it only took one person, to be amongst those that lead and pioneer that seamless road towards transformative business as usual. And since then, the status quo changed. So, in answering your question, this is what my mission to my professional mission is.
Absolutely, absolutely. You touched on leadership and the information that is there. I feel, not even as a country, but as individuals, as people, we've not fully understood the role of a leader.
Yes.
We've and leaders themselves, they've not fully understood the role of a leader.
Yes.
Once the community identifies a person as a leader, at the beginning, I think they understand that they are there to serve, but somewhere in between, ego also interferes, and then they forget their role as leaders. So, then I would like to throw it back to you. How do you ensure in the different leadership positions that you occupy, that you hold yourself comfortable, accountable, and you hold the people maybe who are leading you accountable, as a reminder that, okay, just wait, comrade, we are not here say that this is me, this I'm the leader here, this is my final word. We need to sit down and discuss, So how do you firstly hold yourself accountable and remind yourself, and then how do you also hold others as well accountable of the role that they should be playing as leaders?
Fortunately, where I come from, we have policies that are there. I come from a highly regularized what do you call institution. I am from local government, and also where I come from, I have been deployed by the African National Congress. We do have systems in place. We do have key performance areas wherein one signs, an oath of office. So where you are, you do have a commitment, an oath, and a pledge wherein you are supposed to be held accountable. There are people out there who think that leadership is all about taking photos and going there in front and sitting and whatever. But we have systems in place wherein, what do you call it? Usually they call them, what do you call it? A balance scorecard. You'll have AG, when AG reports, this is a form of an accountability, wherein the 4 business processes where you are measured against, to say that within your ambit, within your office, this is what you are supposed to have been doing. How is it that you have performed? And these are done on a quarterly basis. So it's not as if, it is just all glory there, as people
Mm,
might think that in leadership it is not. There are accountability, and it also helps being a leader, that you have your pulse on the ground, because you need to know what is currently happening to be able to hold the people that you lead with accountable. Because if you don't know what is happening in administration, you will not be able to hold the people that you lead with accountable, and you will
accountable.
find yourself in a lot of trouble. So there are systems that are in place. One
Well,
just needs to familiarize yourself with the needs.
definitely, definitely. Now, Mamu, we need to take a short ad break. Inshallah, we will continue after the break with this interesting discussion, inshallah. See you
Sure.
after the ad break.
Okay, shukran.
Salam Media.
لا تقل لوحدي أو كيف السبيل.
Humanity sets the agenda.
After the recent attacks on Gaza, many families have been displaced, with their homes left destroyed. Through your donations, our teams are on the ground in Gaza, providing support and delivering necessary aid to families affected. The people of Gaza need your help. Give hope. Donate today to Penny Appeal South Africa. www.pennyappeal.org.za 031 1100 573.
We are here on the ground with many appeal organizations in Gaza.
When the perfect blend of stylish decor, exquisite halal cuisine, and warm hospitality come together, it could only mean Al Bayt Lodge, your true home away from home. Al Bayt is the ideal heaven for families, business people, and tourists, with its 4-star family rooms and other luxurious facilities. Conveniently situated close to Port Elizabeth Airport, the beach, and other amenities, your stay will be truly unforgettable, as you'll be taking home lasting memories of the warm hospitality, the serenity and tranquility that Al Bayt has to offer. For reservations, call 041 583 6415 or visit www.albaytlodge.co.za.
Yasin Badat Financial Advisory. Are your financial goals feeling out of reach? Yasin Badat Financial Advisory is here to turn your aspirations into achievements. Our dedicated team, armed with a history of success, is ready to guide you through the complex nature of financial and investment planning. Whether you're a seasoned investor or new to the game, our personalized solutions cater to your unique goals and risk appetite. Trust in our commitment to transparency, integrity, and excellence. Ready to unlock a world of financial freedom? Partner with us today. Call Yasin Badat Financial Advisory at +27333462071 or visit www.yasinbadat.com. Yasin Badat Financial Advisory, guiding you to financial success.
Hey, Gulam.
Yeah?
Did I return your lawnmower last month?
No, bye, you didn't.
Oh, no. Now what'll I do? I wanted to borrow it again, man.
With Rendry Jewelers, you won't have to borrow or lend because the prices are so well trimmed on all gold and diamond jewelry. Alternatively, we could remake your old jewelry into a brilliant new design. Visit Rendry Jewelers at 151 Stevens Lamini Road, Musgrave, Durban. Rendry Jewelers, the family name you can trust.
Attention drivers, revamp your ride with top quality tires at Best Drive Bromfontein. Our seasoned technicians guarantee a perfect fit for a smooth, safe journey. Choose from premium brands to budget-friendly options, all at competitive prices with special offers. From tire installations to brakes and shocks, we have all your vehicle needs covered. We also specialize in wheels, batteries, and suspension repairs. Get to meet our hands-on director, Mohammed Desai. With over 3 decades of experience, he ensures you receive exceptional service. Enjoy Salah facilities and a complimentary tea or coffee while you wait. Don't compromise on safety and performance. Ample parking available and full-time security on premises. Visit Best Drive Bromfontein today or call 011 837 4000 or 5000. We are 1 kilometer off the M1 highway. Take the Smith Street off-ramp towards Fortsburg, Fitas. Best Drive Bromfontein, where excellence meets service.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media.
لا تقل لوحدي أو كيف السبيل.
Humanity sets the agenda.
تصنع المستحيل.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the mid-morning show. We are still chatting to the lovely Sister Mamohale Moloi, and she's got an impressive bio. And Sister Mamohale, welcome back. I just want to ask, with all of these hats that you wear, like your bio is just filled with so many hats. Where do you get the time to balance all of these departments that need your attention? Who are the people who are supporting you and helping you along this journey?
Yeah. I've got a very good, strong support system at home, but my biggest support system is my mother. She is my pillar of strength. She is my biggest cheerleader. She pushes me a lot. She has shaped me, she has nurtured me, and she still continues to do that on a daily basis. She still treats me like that 4-year-old, and she even prepares a lunchbox for me. And, even if when I'm not at home and at work, she does not sleep before I'm home. I don't even live with her. So I've got a very solid support system at home, and it makes it easy for me to be able to balance all the leadership roles that I have. And I guess also, I cannot have, I cannot pay enough shukr to Allah. Because without him, I don't think that I would be able to balance all the leadership heads and all the responsibilities that I wear, because I really cannot even understand myself how I am able to do it, how I'm able to juggle all of these things together. So it is Allah who knows how I do it. But my biggest support system, it's the strong family that I have. that always have my back, that I know that, you know, it is quite such a pleasing thing that at the end of the day, when you come home and you retire after a very demanding day, you retire home to a loving and supportive family, that, you know, us who work in the concrete jungle, to say when you are out there and the jungle is harsh on you, but you know that when I go home, I find peace. I find my greatest cheerleaders who say that go out there and be that lion in the jungle, to say that, you know, you must be fierce, that people should not see you coming, you know, like a jungle, they should not see you strike, but just do it silently. So
Awesome. That's actually heartwarming and wonderful, actually, to know that you're coming home to your cheerleaders. Now, in your various leadership positions, as we highlighted, you know, like there's a lot of information about being leaders. What would you say in your personal capacity has the most number one skill that you've acquired and have been using, you know, to sort of show off or to demonstrate, you know, your own unique leadership style, you know?
Sure. I have, you know, I'm not I have a relaxed leadership style. Some might call it, I don't want to say it's a laissez-faire, but I'm not authoritarian also. But I'm very relaxed in my approach. Let me say I am a leader who gives people time to lead. You know, I take people along as they lead. So the skill that I have is the one of sitting back and giving people that I work with time to shine. You know, even though I want a particular thing to be done in a certain way, but what I would do is that, you know, I would give someone an instruction. Normally, I don't give out instructions on things that I do not know how to do. So I, you know, from my diverse interactions, you know, diverse stints in the careers that I have been in, professions that I've been involved with, also, you know, with my academic stints, I've been involved in a number of things with administration. So I am able to take people along. I give them, you know, I've got the administrative skills, the whatever skills. So, and also listening skills. You know, I'm a very, very good listener. I'm someone who is able to talk to people. And what also assists me is that I am an introvert. Being an introvert, I'm a very, very extremely shy person. So it helps me because I've got very good listening skills and I don't talk a lot. So when I interact with people, I give them time to speak and they're able to, you know, express themselves well. So they feel very comfortable in sharing ideas. They feel very comfortable in owning up on instructions that, you know, I give them, and they own up and they're able to execute them. And, you know, I'm able to give people, you know, that space to say, do it, you know, and encourage them that you are doing it correctly. And, you know, I see you. And I think it's one of the most important things as a leader, to say that do not be dictatorial. And also, even if you are not relaxed, even if you are relaxed as a laissez-faire, do not be, you know, someone whom they can just run over you, but also have the diligence. You need to be a diligent leader so that you are able to do your own quality control, because you also need that administrative skill. Because if you can just leave things as they are, for an example, if you do not have, you know, that administrative skill, something that can take 8 hours if you do not know what you want, people can take 2 weeks on it. But leaders should also skill themselves. There are a number of opportunities, professional skilling programs within any leadership, especially let me put it in our context. In government, you do have free skilling programs that that are available. We've got CETAs, where in government provides such opportunities. So leaders need to continuously improve their skills. Thank you.
Okay, I think that is very insightful, because you find that most of the time we like to assume that, if someone is in a leadership position, they need to appear bossy, they need to establish authority, they need to be known that, here comes the boss, or else, people will not be working. So I think that's very insightful, and that's a very much different approach, to what we assume to be leadership positions, and positions that make things happen. We always feel like, if your boss is not bossy, it means things are not going to happen. Let me just check with the project. Are we going for another ad break? Okay, all right. Yeah, Sister Mamu, we have to go and pay those fees.
Okay, that's fine.
So inshallah, we will see you on the flip side. With
Okay, inshallah.
all right,
Okay,
inshallah.
inshallah.
Salam Media. This is Salam Media, coming to you live from South Africa.
The people of Palestine need your support now. Africa Muslims Agency is on the ground, already providing food, medication, and emergency supplies in Gaza. Donate any amount to Heal Palestine at africamuslimsagency.co.za. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
Valley's Motor Spares. We supply motor spares and accessories for all makes and models of motor cars, LDVs, bakkies, trucks, and earth-moving equipment. We deliver on time, every time. Please contact us via WhatsApp on 014-592-0925 or call 014-592-0925 or visit 28 Zenderling Street, Rustenburg. Remember the name, Valley's Motor Spares.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness, and every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and free zakat calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
When you give water, you're reaching out to drought-affected areas, bringing them to life. Fresh water to drink, to clean, and to grow. That's the power of water. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
Searching for elite local and international investment and advisory services from an award-winning firm? Look no further than the Belmont Mayer Group, your gateway to unparalleled investment and wealth management. At Belmont Mayer, we believe in the art of wealth creation, a meticulous process fueled by our unwavering commitment to excellence. With a focus on providing elite alternative investments and quality advice, we also pride ourselves on maximizing value for our esteemed investors, as seen through our consistent outperformance. Your financial success is our top priority. Join us at Belmont Mayer and experience the difference firsthand. Ready to embark on a journey of greatness? Contact us today Reach out to the Belmont Mayor Group on 078 786 1698. Call or WhatsApp or email us at info@belmontmayor.com. Elevate your financial future with Belmont Mayor, where every detail matters.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media.
لا تقل لوحدي أو كيف السبيل.
Humanity sets the agenda.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to the Mid-Morning Talk. If you've just joined us, we are chatting to a woman in politics, Sister Mamohale Moloi. She is an incredible work, doing amazing things in the political space. Sister Mamohale, welcome back. As we were chatting about leadership roles and your leadership approach in politics. Now, I want to know, how do you handle conflict, and how do you handle people who just will not deliver? People who are just not into doing their work, given, your leadership style, people are bound to test you and take advantage of you. They like saying, this one, she's a bit soft, How do you handle that?
Fortunately, when it comes to conflict resolution, in my professional space, there is a professional space and there is the current career that I'm in. I'm quite passionate about conflict resolution now. We do have the political and the administrative interface. So when it comes to the conflict resolution in government, we leave it to the administrative arm. There is what is called the Councillor Code of Conduct that we're given. You always hear of the political interference. There is a link wherein the administration and the politicians, there is an interface, and there is where that there are boundaries that one does not digress. So yes, so in matters of conflict resolution, like as an example in my office, I would have a director who would be reporting to me. So on issues such as that dealt with, administratively, you do have labor relations practitioners that are handled. There is head of administration, who's the accounting officer, who would be a municipal manager. We've got labor relations practitioners that would handle the conflict resolution part. But when it comes to the politician side, we also do have processes that are followed. We are all councillors and we are deployed by the different political parties. So you just don't go about, and just calling someone and having a confrontation. We are governed by, they would quote a rule or whatever to say, according to such and such a rule, when there's a conflict, you need to report it. So there are those mechanisms in terms of when there is transgressions, when there is whatever that you follow. But for me, the correct manner of approach is not taking things too hard, because we know that 2A is human. And when we work with diverse people, and when there is more than 2 people in a particular room, especially when you've got politicians, when you've got people in the legal field, when there's more than 2 people in a room and they all agree, you must know that there is something wrong. So there is bound to be conflicts. And when conflicts then arise, you must know that there is something wrong. So what is needed is the approach. emotional intelligence. You know, one just needs to be grown up about it, and like they would say, wear your big girl pants and just be calm. There is no need to go in Sesotho bara ha se ha malome. You need to go there and truly wear a thick skin and be civil about it, be adult about it. There is bound to be conflicts throughout. I mean, even in your own home, there are conflicts. Sakina, I don't think maybe you and your husband, you don't like the same cereal brand. Sometimes you don't want to buy the same cereal. He does not. It's, people shouldn't always be agreeing, but not agreeing should not be done in a way that it creates hostility and animosity, that it becomes in a way that people end up doing bad things to each other. Conflicts need to be resolved in an amicable way, and that it would create an environment where people would learn and grow from. Conflict resolution, it's a process that should lead to growth, and that should lead to other people also finding solutions on how not to go about repeating the same mistakes that the others have done. Thank you.
Okay, no, shukran so much. It's nice to learn of that, that there are policies in place and so forth. And I think as well as people, if we can follow, like those processes, those rules, ground rules in terms of engaging. Now, Mamo, obviously, you are a Muslima. I want to know in the different fields that you play, what role has Islam helped you, in order to execute those roles? Even conflict itself, is there something, like that tells you that, what, beyond these policies that are in place, I also bring in what I've learned from Islam into the room, in order to resolve these conflicts?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I cringe to think, where would I have been without Islam? There's, when you're a Muslim, there's this little voice, that keeps on cautioning you. It's such a it's such a scary question, and it takes me to a very, very dark place, to think that if I were not a Muslim, in my day-to-day life, what mistakes would I have committed? There are so many situations that this deen has saved me from. I remember when I got elected into this position, there's Mukarram Umar, he sent me a congratulatory message. He said to me, congratulations, sister, in your election. May Islam be of benefit to you. May you be of benefit to Islam through your position. And this is what has always carried me through. It has always carried me through, and it has always made me to be a proud Muslimah, to walk tall. And it has always made me, I speak of an accidental Muslim. I'm an accidental Muslim and an accidental politician, through that, it is about integrating my faith and the values. I've drawn so much inspiration from the principles such as, justice, community service to in terms of the political decisions and actions that I take on a day-to-day basis. And whenever I want to do something, it is all about humility. Do not be arrogance, to say that whomever has an arrogance, that of a mustard seed, everything that you do is all about humility. Islam really grounds you. It really grounds you. Anything that I do in my life as a politician, it is always based on Islam. And like I said, there is no amount of dua that I can make to Allah for having chosen me, to be part of the ummah. I'm an accidental Muslim. I did not choose to be. It was not an intention that I made that I am going to be a Muslim, and it is such a privilege and an honor to be there, and I am guided on a day-to-day basis, and it helps me. And also, something that also helps, is being a hijabi. People also identify you with Islam, and it also works on your subconscious and also on your conscious state in each and every decision that you take. I know that I am not perfect, but Islam is perfect. So every decision that I take, it's like I need to remember that I am a Muslim. It is like that. Thank you.
Mashallah. I really love that, because Islam was not meant to just be a theoretical religion. We are supposed to see on a day-to-day basis that this is how my faith, can play a role in what I do on a daily basis, not just on a personal level, but as we know, the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he changed everything, the way people do, the way people interact each other as families, as communities. So I'm glad that, like Islam plays a huge role in the many seats that you occupy. Inshallah, it's time again to go and pay the rent. It seems these adverts are jealous of our very interesting conversation.
Yeah.
But we got to do what we got to do, inshallah.
do what you got to do. Yes.
See you on the flip side.
Okay, inshallah.
This is Salam Media, coming to you live from South Africa.
Contact Lenasia Livestock and Poultry for all your sadaqah, akika and kurbani requirements. We offer clean, hygienic abattoir style and refrigeration facilities. Sheep, goats and cows are available at competitive market-related prices, direct to the public. We slaughter, slice and distribute in your behalf. But that's not all. Introducing Meat Masters Halal Butchery, our sister company situated on our farm in Lenasia. Unbeatable prices on lamb, beef and chicken. Lenasia Livestock and Poultry. Livestock is our business. We are Sanha approved. Telephone 011 857 1774. Call now.
Kids these days are smart, and when you're competing for their attention against their smartphones, you need to make smart choices, like using Sunfoil triple refined pure sunflower oil in every meal you make. It's naturally cholesterol-free and approved by the Heart and Stroke Foundation as part of a balanced eating plan. So whether you're cooking, frying, or baking, you get the great tasting results that'll get their attention faster than the latest app. And if that doesn't work, change the Wi-Fi password. Sunfoil. Now we're cooking.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042-203-1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
World-class financial services only at Sapphire Global, your financial partner. If you are looking for Islamic, Sharia, and ethical financial products, look no further. Sapphire Global offers a wide range of financial service offerings from short-term to life and investments. A full-service center with all financial requirements under one brand. Our highly skilled and experienced consultants are ready to help protect your financial future. Contact us on 041 001 0184 or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
Are you planning a wedding, birthday party, corporate event, or any special occasion? Kani's Catering Services got you covered. Our catering services are here to elevate your event to unforgettable heights. From tantalizing appetizers to mouth-watering main courses and desserts, our culinary creations are crafted with passion and precision to delight your guests' taste buds. Our spit braai is a talk of the town. Indulge in succulent, tender meats, slow roasted to perfection over an open flame. Kani's Catering Services chefs bring creativity and expertise to every dish they prepare, ensuring that each bite is a culinary masterpiece. We take care of your guests while you relax and enjoy every moment of your function. Whether it's plated meals to a simple buffet, we are on top of it all. Ready to start planning your perfect event? Get in touch with us today to discuss your catering needs and request a personalized quote. Let us take your event to the next level with our exceptional catering services. Kani's Catering Services, situated at number 373 Jabundlovo Street, Pietermaritzburg. Call now 033 342 3511 or email us on info@kanis.co.za for Pietermaritzburg and surrounding areas only. Visit www.kanis.co.za.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media.
لا تقل لوحدي أو كيف السبيل.
Humanity sets the agenda.
Welcome back to Salam Media, and we are still with the lovely Mamohale Moloi, and we are talking about the many roles that she plays as a woman in politics. Now, Sister Mamu, there's a quote that says, "Women belong in all places where decisions are being made." Especially, where people are making decisions about how the country should be, how the country should run on a community level, on a council level, and so forth. But unfortunately, we come from a history whereby women were left behind, to tend to other things, and they were not taken along. And hence, we have Women's Month. Women had to fight their right into participating in various departments. And unfortunately, it's still pretty much a continuous fight. So what I'd like to know from you, what gender biases have you faced and how you have overcome, those gender biases in the different departments that you're part of?
Okay, thank you. Fortunately, on a personal level, I have not experienced any gender biases. Gender biases, I know that they do exist, but the biases that I know exist currently, it's those of Muslim women. I think as Muslima is something that the biases we need to concentrate on. We are fortunate enough, I should say, that we are living in South Africa, which is a constitutional democracy. It is a Christian country that is one of the most religious tolerant countries in the world. But it has truly not been a smooth journey, I must say. But I'm not going to create any stories, to say that it has been difficult, that I have personally found gender biases. But there are stereotypes and there are biases out there. But the most wonderful thing about me is that even if they have certainly not reached my ears. You know, like you have said in the profile, that I am a chief whip of the African National Conference, and we know that it is the organization that had deployed me. And you know that they are one of the organizations that have fought for the 50-50, representation of women, and they are quite strong on that, to say that there should be an adequate representation of women. If it's not 50-50, instead it should be more women that are leading than men. But for me, I have outgrown, the typical gender stereotyping. We cannot shy away from it, but my plight is the one of Muslim women representation in politics. Our identity and the presence of us as Muslimah, or our lack of identity and our absence, as a Muslim woman in politics. There are a number of Muslim women in politics, but who do not identify as one. It's only when you probe. But we know that it is a person's own discretion to identify as a Muslimah or not. But we need to be out there to also dispel these biases and to be able to shape the political discourse. We need to advocate for our communities, and so that we're able to contribute inclusively, and so that we're representative in this political landscape. And it has been quite easy for me as an individual to be able to maintain my Islamic identity while engaging in politics. And like I had said earlier, Islam has truly enabled me to be able to practice my political and other leadership responsibilities quite easy. The biases would be there outside, but they would be subtle. But the gender biases, I truly have not experience them, but they are still there out there. They are continuing. But what we can do as a community, as a society, we need to address them. They are still there. But what we need to be doing is that let us not only focus on the girl child. Let us not focus on Women's Month, whatever. We are neglecting the boy child. We do have this thing that says, take a girl child to work. If we take a girl child to work, we empower the girl children. We do everything for the girl children. Who are they going to be working alongside with? Who are they going to be building a future with? Let us not say that all the girls will be married. Okay, hypothetically so. If we say that our children are going to be married, who are they going to be married to if we don't empower these boy children? So let us take these boy children together as we empower these girl children to be able to curb, to be able to end this thing of gender stereotyping. Because this gender stereotyping is because we leave our boy children there. And when you have empowered these young girls and they are educated, they are presenters like you, they are business women, they are politicians, they are whatever, you find these young boys who are still left out there, who've got, complexes, and they would want to bring them down. They would call them names and say whatever, body shaming, and that it is because we have left them. There are a number of daddies that are not in the picture because we have neglected the boy child. If we empower the boy child to see that they are also valuable, that they make an impact in society, they would also be able to look differently into what the girl child is. And also the absence of Muslim women in Islam also Muslim women in politics. When it comes to the stereotyping, it is also our Muslim brothers that are also perpetuating this stereotyping because they are not empowered themselves politically. They also perpetuate this biasness. So let us empower these these grown-up men to be able also to push us to be able to say yes. They can be able to do it in the concrete jungle.
I think that's absolutely of great importance, because if now we decide that, I get the idea that we are empowering girls because they were previously disempowered, but now if we leave half of society behind, we are actually creating, a very lacking society. So Sister Mamo, this is so sad. Our time together is up, and there was so much that I wanted to discuss with you. But thank you so much for honoring us, for giving us the time to have this little chat with you. You'll find Sister Mamohale Moloi on social media. She shares much, of the work that she does with us, and we are able to keep up with what she's up to. But she is an absolutely phenomenal and inspirational woman. And as I've said before, she's one of my women crushes, and I look up to her. And may Allah continue to bless you on your journey. May He keep you healthy and vital for us, so that you can continue, playing this role of transformative change. So shukran so much.
Ameen. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the invite, and I'm truly humbled to be honored and being invited to being part of this opportunity. And let us continue engaging each other. Truly humbled. Thank you so much, Sister Sakina. You are a true inspiration yourself, and I also follow you and your endeavors. You are also I think you also deserve to be interviewed a lot. There's a lot that you can share. You need also a profile slot. I think yours can take a week on the wonderful work that you do. You've done a lot, and you've truly have been supportive to me over the years. There's a lot that I can really talk about you. Shukran so much for inviting me.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.